So we are going to review today music staff, clef, rhythm notes, and the name of the notes on the, clefs. Sorry. The clef is just a treble clef and basic clef. Music staff is a group of 5 lines and 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines and 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the music staff, we can have just 9 notes, 5 for the lines and 4 for the spaces. We have also the ledger lines, those notes that below the music staff and above the music staff. The first one that we're going to start, the middle C, that's the first ledger line below the music staff on the treble clef. On the bass clef is the first ledger line above the music staff. We're going to learn the name of the notes in solfeggio language and on the alphabet. So the first ledger line below the music staff on the treble clef is your middle C, or C4. The first space below the music staff is G. The first line on this is on the treble clef, is E or Mi. The first space is F or Fa. The second line is G, is the signature of the G clef, the treble clef, or clave de sol. G is the second line, or sol. The second space is A or La. The third line is B or C. The third space is C or Do. This C is C5. It's 1 octave from the C4. Octave means 8 notes above. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 octave above the middle C or the C4. D5 is the fourth line on the treble clef. Is D or Re. The fourth space is E or Mi. Let's go until here. On the books, you have the entire scale, but today just go until the line number 5 is F or Fa. That is F5. The first space above the music staff is G or Sol. This first line, larger line above the music staff is A or La, and so on. For the sound, we have also the silence, the rest. The whole rest, it's written below the fourth line on the music staff in any clef. The half rest it's written above the third line, 1, 2, 3, and they're in the same space on the third space, the whole rest and the half rest. The difference is the whole rest starts below the fourth line and the half rest above the third line. The chord rest, 8th rest, and the 16th rest. Let's go into the 16th rest on the rhythm notes. Now let's talk about the pitch notes on the bass clef. What the referential for the bass clef to the treble clef? It's our middle C. That's C4. C4 on the treble, on the bass clef, it's written on the first ledger line above the music staff. C or Do? Is your C4? This case here, D. D4 or Re? I'm going to lower what's B here. La. So the first space on the basic clef, first space above the musical staff is your B or C. B on the alphabet is C on the solfeggio. The line number 5 is A or La. The fourth space is G or Sol. The fourth line is F or Fa. This is B3, A3, G3, F3, E3. The third space is E or Mi. Let me lower this here. Let's go into here. So E3, the third line is D3 or Re. The second space is your C3 or Do. The second line is B2 or C. The first space is your A2 or La. Sol is G2 or Sol. F2 or Fa, and so on. The first ledger line below the musical staff on the bass clef is E or Mi. That E is E2. The second space below the musical staff on the bass clef is D2 or Re. Let's go to here. The second ledger line below the musical staff on the bass clef is your C2 or Do2. Let's go until here, okay? Why this is important to know what octave? Because if you do not know what octave, the song is not going to be level in the same octave or singable. Be like a ping pong up and down. Now, what does mean? Whole note, half a note, eighth note, quarter note, 16th note. The whole note is the double of the half a note. The quarter note is half of the half a note. The quarter note is 1/4 of the whole note. The eighth note is 1/8 of the whole note. 16th note is 1/16 of the whole note. 16th note is half of the 8th note, 1/4 of the quarter note, and 1/8 of the half a note. What does have to do with the speed? As you go subdivide, it's going to be faster. For example, here, imagine that I'm going to give the referential is going to be the quarter note, okay? The speed of the quarter note is that. Now the whole note. Ta, half a note. Ta, ta, quarter note. Ta, 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 eighth note. Ta, 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 ta. Now 16th note. Ta, 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 ta. Whole note, half a note, quarter note, eighth note, 16th note. I'm going to do twice, okay? Let me put the repeat sign here. So I'm going to repeat. Let's listen. Ta, 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. The rhythm that was singing was the bass clef. And this here was the quarter note, the constant referential. This also, let me has to do with your elementary training for musician. Let's do this exercise. See, the referential here is the quarter note. So one whole note is equal to 4 quarter note. One half a note is equal to 2. So this 2 extra is going to be the rest. Okay, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 rest. Okay, so ta, 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 ta. So here you have one rest, see? You have 2 rests. But here with the cursor, I continue. Imagine that I was clapping or using these sticks. Let's see, let us see. Ta, 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 ta. Letter D. Ta, 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 ta. So here you have 3 rests, 1, 2, 3, because one quarter note is equal to one quarter note. So when you come, so ta, ta, rest, 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 okay? So ta, 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 ta. Letter E. Ta, 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 ta. Number 3, exercise number 3, letter A. Ta, 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 ta. Letter B. Ta, 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 ta. That is the half a rest. This is the quarter rest, whole rest, half a rest. Whole rest, half a rest, quarter, quarter rest, quarter rest. Let us see. Ta, 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 ta. Letter D. Ta, 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 ta. Letter E. Ta, 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 ta. And so you continue the rest. Okay? To letter H. Now on the bass clef, let's see here. Let's work on the bass clef first here. That note is D as in David, F, E, D, G, F, A, G, E, F, D, as in David. Or in solfejo. Ré, Fá, Mi, Ré, Sol, Fá, Lá, Sol, Mi, Fá, Ré. Let's see how it sounds. Now let's add the name of the notes. That is D, for, or Ré, in the solfejo. D, for, or Ré. C, for, or Dó. First I put the alphabet and after the solfejo. A or Lá. B or C. A or Lá. C or Dó. B or C. G or Sol. A, Lá, D, Ré. That's on the bass clef, on the second bass clef. D or Re. That D is D3, F3 or Fa, E3 or E, sorry, Mi, sorry, D3 or Re, G3 or Sol, F3 Fa, A3 La, G3 Sol, E3 Mi, F3 Fa, D3 Re. So if you have any question regarding the basic clef, I do not want to overboard the larger lines on the bass clef, not much, just until the D, D4, and the treble clef, not much either. So you can practice. So for today, that's all. Thank you.